back to another video, and so today we're continuing on with our Heavensward walkthrough, or replay walkthrough if you want to be more specific. So last episode was big. We ended up traveling to the area with Estinian. We were able to put a stop to Nidhogg. We returned the eye that was in Nidhogg's skull to Reisvalgar, where we got the complete truth of everything that happened at the beginning of the Dragonsong War and exactly what went down. So we have been able to return to Ishgard. Zell came with us, and she was able to calm a group of heretics that came bursting into the city for whatever reason. They never specified how that happened, but point is, we just finished calming down the crowd. The heretics have already left with Zell, and we're with Hoshafont right here in the city, about to, I guess, explain everything that happened. Now, here we are. Claire's already changed out into her new gear. Not a fan of it, I'll confess, but let's go on to the next part of the quest line. Wait. Okay, he who would not be denied. Lord Hoshafont has more than a few questions to ask. I'm sure he does. That, my friends, was rather too close for comfort. Praise Haloni that things did not end in bloodshed. I confess I was more than a little dismayed to see you in the company of the Lady Iceheart. Whatever is going on, Claire? Beg pardon? You traveled to the Churning Mist together? Along with Estinian? Never was there a more unlikely alliance, nor one so magnificently effective. Nidhogg, dead, the heretics pacified. Father and Sir Aymeric must know of this. Let us break the news to them together. I will bring Sir Aymeric to Four Times Manor. Yes, an excellent suggestion. Very well. Claire and I shall await you there. Okay, so let's head straight on up, and yeah, I think that's good. I'll have to change out her gear later on, but let's see what we've got next. Okay, I skipped a little bit ahead. That's just fine. But we're outside Four Times Manor. Yes, you may show us inside the manor. Wow, they beat us to it. How was this team able to go to the congregation and then make it here before us? I don't know.
Praise Halone, you are safe.
My safety was never in doubt, Father, for I had the Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light by my side.
Oh, why did you have to say that?
We bring the most wonderful tidings.
And so they begin the long story.
The infamous Lady Iceheart, here in Ishgard? This is most unexpected.
She has done much to quell the violence. The Inquisition may not approve, but we are glad of her presence.
And with the Great Worm's demise, even our nation's more reactionary elements will have scant grounds to press for her immediate impeachment.
My thoughts exactly.
What of the truth revealed to us by Reisvalgar? That the origins of the Dragonsong War, a core tenet of Ishgardian faith, are quite unlike those depicted in the scriptures.
That men and dragons once lived together in harmony, and that it was man's treachery which shattered the peace and plunged our peoples into war.
You have to admit, it makes a lot more sense than the other story.
The same scripture also describes the origins of the High Houses. Were it exposed as false, the legitimacy of our rule will be called into question. If both Highborn and Lowborn can trace their ancestry to Thordan and his Knights 12.
But a single sip of dragon's blood is required to confirm their lineage.
If the Holy See knew of this and chose to remain silent, their crimes are grievous indeed. Regardless, this state of affairs cannot be allowed to continue.
Oh boy, here he comes.
Sir Aymeric, you cannot mean to raise this matter with the Archbishop.
Pray consider what you are proposing. If the Holy See chose to conceal the truth for centuries, what reason would they have to reveal it now?
At best, you will be branded a heretic and clapped in irons.
Then at least the Archbishop will have shown his true colors. My friends, this war will never truly be at an end until the truth is made known. You must see what lies on the horizon if it is not. When ruled by fear of a common enemy, we were united. But now we have none. During the war, the Highborn needed men to lead, and the Lowborn men to follow. Not anymore. 'Tis but a matter of time before the old order is called into question. Lady Iceheart will share the truth with her followers, and the Holy See will be powerless to stop its spread. The disenfranchised will rise up united, and blood will flow in the streets once more.
You can't argue with him there. That makes perfect sense. But how he said, you must see it. He's not expecting to make it through
Ishgard
this.
will not survive.
Tread carefully, Lord Commander.
He's gonna get himself killed one of these days. I mean, I admire his spirit like that, but there's no way there's no way he could have thought it would end well.
My lady, is it wise to let him go? I sympathize with the Lord Commander's desire for reform, but to approach the Archbishop in this manner bespeaks an idealism to which I did not think Sir Aymeric prone.
Though he comports himself as a realist, he has long dreamt of reform. 'Twas that idealism which first drew me to him, that which made me swear an oath to serve. We must not think of ways to hinder his cause, but rather ways to aid it, even should the Holy See cry heresy.
You cannot mean...
If the Lord Commander does not return from the vault at the appointed hour, I mean to go and fetch him.
Have care, my lady. Your words border on treason. Should they reach the wrong ears, you will be declared an enemy of Ishgard.
I don't think
That
she
is a risk I
cares.
am willing to take. Lest you forget, my lord, I am not born of this land. My loyalty is to the Lord Commander alone. But I speak only
She
of what
likes
may
him.
come to pass. If the rumors regarding his heritage are to be believed, we have naught to fear.
Yeah, I did not expect to hear this the first time I played through it.
Lies and slander.
Forgive me, what rumors are these?
That Sir Aymeric is the Archbishop's bastard son. Senior clergy are not permitted to marry and sire children. But even the holiest among us are not immune to temptation.
I labor to believe it. Sir Aymeric is truly the Archbishop's son.
He has never been publicly acknowledged as such, but the rumors have plagued him since childhood. That he rose to his current position, despite being despised as a bastard and accused of profiting from his father's influence, bespeaks the quality of his character.
Yeah, Ishgard really takes that stuff seriously, don't they?
It is my hope that on this occasion, the burden of his birth will work in his favor. Should our worst fears be realized, the Archbishop will not be so quick to execute his own flesh and blood, affording us time to mount a rescue.
I wouldn't
Bastard
be
or
confident
trueborn,
about
he is our
that.
nation's best hope. If the Holy See dares to threaten him, I shall lead the charge against the vault myself.
Yeah! You go, Estinian!
Here, the future of Ishgard rests on Sir Aymeric's shoulders. I too will do mine utmost to aid his cause.
Orshafon, be reasonable.
A knight lives to serve, Father, to aid those in need. The people need Sir Aymeric more than ever, and we may be his only hope.
That's true.
There is no greater calling for a knight than to save the life of his fellow man. I swear to you, on the sigil of our house, that I shall do this and make you proud.
Oh. He's such a good son.
Even you? Romantic, reckless fools, the lot of you. So be it. Make your preparations.
I thank you all for your support.
Well, Sir Aymeric practically our Hispando, so there's no way we can just leave him to die. Of all the people, he should know better. He does, he just doesn't care. Far be it from me to criticize a man for his blind idealism, but he must have at least pretended to consider another course. Well, you should have stopped him then! Have no fear, father. My arm will not falter. My shield will not break. I promise you, we shall prevail. Oh, that hurts. If we must risk the fortunes of our house to bring this truth to light, then so be it. But are you truly prepared to do this? To face the Heavensward in battle, if you must? Duh, we beat 2 of them already. Though your assistance is most welcome, I fear it will not be enough. Few as we are, we will struggle to reach the Lord Commander. If we are to succeed, we must needs recruit others to our cause. Easier said than done. Ill-weathered friends. Adversary acquaints a man with strange bedfellows, as Alphinaud knows only too well. But how are we to carry out this bold endeavor? Even with an army of knights at our backs, a direct assault on the vault seems unlikely to succeed. You are right, Master Alphinaud. Not even the assembled might of House Fort Toms and the Temple Knights would be sufficient. With the support of another party, however, we may yet stand a chance. You speak of one of the other high houses. Precisely the opposite. I speak of the revolutionaries rumored to reside in the Broom. 'Twas these disgruntled Ishgardians who opened the gates of our city to the heretics, I believe. But of course, if their hatred of the Holy See drove them to such deeds, they might well be persuaded to assist in Sir Aymeric rescue, knowing the truth he would lay bare. Such is my hope, Master Alphinaud. Now I'd have you and Claire reach out to them. As a Temple Knight and sworn servant to the Holy See, any overtures I make are doomed to fail. But as outsiders, the 2 of you may receive a warmer welcome. Very well, we shall seek out the leader of these revolutionaries and make our case. My thanks. Estinian, will your brothers heed your command if you order them to stand aside? The Dragoons have no love for politics, my lady. They will gladly watch and wait while the Highborn fight amongst themselves. Which is good, because I don't think we could stand fighting against a whole horde of Dragoons. Very wise. Claire, we should hurry to the Forgotten Knights. Tataru may have knowledge of these revolutionaries. Okay, let's head out! I mean, I know that we've heard about the disenfranchised being bullied and suppressed and everything, but first time we've heard about these revolutionaries. Honoring the past. I don't think that's part of the quest line. But let's head out. Anything here? No, you know what? Let's just take the right. Head straight to the Forgotten Knight. Hello. It would seem that the Forgotten Knight was spared the worst of the earlier chaos. Claire, Alphinaud, God, I've been worried sick. It's so good to see you. And you, Tataru, how did you manage to escape the chaos in the streets? Gilbertaunt and the others barricaded the doors until the heretics left. No one was harmed, thankfully. But what about you two? What came of your journey? Guess we gotta explain it all over again. You're not serious? What was Sir Aymeric thinking? I mean, the way you talk about him, I wouldn't have believed. Anyway, I've heard rumors of the people that you're looking for, but I doubt they'll be of much use. The only thing I can say with any certainty is that they're led by someone called the Mongrel. A queer moniker if ever I've heard one, but mayhap it will make the individual in question easier to find. Come, let us all make inquiries below. Got to be around here. Hello. A mongrel. Not sure I catch your meaning. To a blue blood. We're all of us dogs down here. What's that? Speak up! I can't hear as well as I used to. Broom rat. I don't know a goddamn thing about the mongrel, but if I did, you can be sure I wouldn't tell you. In other words, he knows something. Report to Alphino. Really? You know, they said in Endwalker they're going to have a feature where you can actually have, like, your trust members follow you around while you're doing quests in certain areas. Hopefully that will make things easier so we don't have to run back and forth all the time. Now where are you? There you are. At first, the people here were a bit standoffish, but with a little effort and a lot of parley, I managed to make plenty of friends. Well, hopefully they'll help us out. Not a single shred of information. Just as I expected, these revolutionaries would not have evaded capture for so long without the mass's complicity. Still, it is good to know that Tataru's ears are sharp as ever. Alright, the spice of life. Alphino is not one to be easily deterred. Not a fan of the armor. Frustrating though it may be, we must press on. While I continue speaking with the people of the Broom, why not go and see if Giberont knows aught of value? As the proprietor of the Forgotten Knight, surely he must have heard whispers of the mongrel before. We can only hope that he'll be more forthcoming than the others. Oh, he definitely knows something. Trying to remember this. I remember that we had to go out and pass out wine to certain people, so... You know, people come for a sympathetic ear, but they need to know that it comes with tight lips. Discretion, Claire. That's what my clients expect. If they don't get it, then I don't give them. Then I don't get them. That being said, I'm not without my sympathies. I've heard the tales, and I know you've done right by highborn and lowborn alike. Least I can do is point you in the right direction. But to do that, I need you to do something for me. So happens there's a hunter up in the crosser who owes me a fair bit of coin. However, I agreed to accept payments in fresh herbs. Go and get them for me, agreed? These herbs are special herbs. And I think we could just head down this way. I think it's over here. I will say this, who the mongrel turns out to be, I like her character. How is it I can still get lost around this place? I do not know. Hey, you behaving yourself. My cat was trying to climb the screen. I left the door open just a little bit with the screen in place so he can get some fresh air. And he's trying to climb the stupid thing. Luckily for us, he's so fat. My lord, that leer is most unbecoming. I say, the tales that they are telling in the streets, Lady Iceheart, infamous leader of the heretics, of ravishing beauty? Really? They say her hair is white as ice. I wonder what the color of... Honor it, my boy, you're still here. Fancy that. Oh, he's disgusting. I know exactly what he was gonna say. Hulking Hunter. So you're Gilberon's errand girl? Good, good. How's he doing? Same as always. Right. Any road, I hope he appreciates how much trouble I had to go through on account of his bloody herbs. Tell him to enjoy them while they last, because I doubt I'll be able to find any more next year. So I think he's going to use the herbs in some special kind of spiced wine. I think it was wine. Maybe it was mead, I don't remember. I'm about to find out. Well, you're going to hand him over or not? Nameless floor has a pleasant enough scent to suggest it's most likely not poisonous. Well, it's not very reassuring. This ought to do it. A few other spices, I can make it just like she used to. There are a few things which stir the hearts of men like a sup of mulled wine. Shared a glass with the right people, and who knows what stories they'll share. Hey, noble. Now that I think on it, there's a woman I know who's rather fond of this blend. Etheria is her name, and she resides in the Pillars. She's a maidservant to some noble house or another, I forget. Anyway, be a shame if she didn't get to try this wine. Why not give her a bottle? Okay. If you think that this whole little adventure is pointless, it's not. It is going to lead us to the mongrel. Trying to remember exactly where. Oh. Right down this way. There she is. Yes, I am Herethia. Beg your pardon, but do I know you, miss? No, we were just told to deliver this. Wine's cooled after its full mulling, allowed to sit for a fortnight before mulling a second time with fresh and muslin bag of spices. Okay. I know this smell. This is the wine that girl used to prepare her special recipe. It must be decades since I last tasted this. Oh, the poor dear. Such a shame that she was taken in by that baron. He cut a dashing figure, I'll grant you that. Tall, slender, long of ear. Oh, but those dazzling ruby eyes of his were filled with lust. 'Twas not more than infatuation, what she felt, but she convinced herself it was love, and he couldn't help but take advantage. And when her belly started to grow, gods, the scandal! I mean, 'tis not uncommon occurrence, but that it was with a Huor made it so much, well, I needn't tell you. She was discharged from his service, cast out into the streets like so much refuse. Jackass he is. After she returned to the broom, we drifted apart. I only learned of her death years later by chance. So we know a bit more about her then. Yeah, so that's one of the reasons why the lowborn hate the highborn so much. They're just treated like they're dolls or like toys cast aside. Tools. I guess that's the right word. They're treated as tools by the highborn, and when they're not needed anymore, they are just thrown out. That's what brought on so much anger. So the amorous nobleman beds his maidservant, then casts her aside when the seed takes root. Not the most original tale, is it? Cold comfort for the woman and children who live at the throne. Okay, a child apart. Face a mask, but beneath it you sense something old and bitter. Even the printent can't appreciate wine from time to time. Take Guradalux, for example. Surely you've heard of him, no? Duraladdux, I don't know. He's a monk who offers succor to the poorest of the poor in the broom. A man of many vows, but none which prohibits spirituous beverages. If ever there was a man who deserved a drink, it was him. Okay. So he's slowly getting us to meet the right people. He doesn't look like a monk. Eloni's blessing be upon you, miss. A gift? For me? Yep. The scent. How reminiscent of a wine once made by a dear old friend. May her soul rest in peace. Forsaken by her family, she toiled tirelessly to feed and clothe her child, yet somehow she found time to help me tend to those in even worse circumstances. So compassionate she was, so full of love for her fellow man. It was that love which gave her child strength to endure the scorn of the other younglings. Oh, that little girl, bless her heart, she couldn't help what she was. Eventually she won them over, but those first few years were trying, even more so when she had to start fending for herself. I'm starting to think you two are going crazy back there. I remember days she spent standing on the walls, raven black hair flowing in the wind, staring out as if searching for her mother's face in the mists. I don't know if you can hear all that, but my cat's just been crazy running around. What's gone into you, huh? Aw, that's cute. They're chasing each other around. When you got two troublemakers, there's not just let them play. And we'll play a little bit too once I'm done here. She was a remarkable woman, Claire. After everything she was forced to endure, she still remained hopeful for the future, for her daughter's future. That's so nice. Gebrant has the look of a man weighing his words with the greatest of care. Some bonds are thicker than blood, but blood still defines us and divide us in the end. It's the legacy of our parents, Claire, and we can't escape it, no matter how hard we try. The mongrel and her pups chose to embrace theirs, to proclaim it to all and sundry. If you can understand that, then maybe you can find her on your own. Speak with the broom starving. Still looking for your mongrel? Like I said before, take your pick. Plenty around if you know where to look. Or did you fancy someone specific? I'm looking for a mongrel with ruby red eyes and raven black hair. Oh, someone's got unusual tastes. Afraid I can't help you, though. Won't, rather. It's bloody obvious you handled the broom. Did you think I'd just tell you because you asked nicely? They're loyal. I'll give them that. Oh, this is ridiculous, having to run everywhere around here to find the right person. Okay. Have you made any progress, Claire? Some progress. So our mongrel was born of an Elizan nobleman and a Huron maidservant. Granted, it is no location, but it is far more information than we had before. Yes, now that her striking features are known to us, mayhap we need only remain vigilant. Ah, fire and blood, considering how best to proceed with the hunt for the mongrel. Interesting there. There must be a way we can draw the mongrel out into the open. Maybe we should discuss this with Tataru. Speaking of which, where is Tataru? Oh, confound it, she went below to make inquiries on her own, didn't she? We must find her quickly, Claire. I have a premonition that it's not going to end well. What can I say? He's slowly becoming a psychic. Okay, I guess she gave her the streets below, but see no sign of Tataru. Okay. Where do I go from here? Oh. She must be around here somewhere. Take it you've had no luck either. There she is. Ah, I'm sorry. Forget I said anything. Hey, I know those two. Wait, down there. Isn't that Tataru? Oh, those men are chasing her. Quickly, Claire, after them.
Where do you think you're going, Missy?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend.
What's going on here?
What's it to you, boy? Piss off.
Hold on. I've seen them around. They're in and out of House Four Tom's Manor all the time.
Really? We haven't been there in a while.
Oh, I see. Skulking about at your highborn master's bidding, eh? Bloodhounds hoping to catch a whiff of heresy, is that it?
You are quite mistaken, I assure you. We came here to help. And if you know what's good for you, you will let us pass.
Oh, I'm so proud of him.
Haha! Listen to the pups yapping. Come here, boy. I'll give you cause to yelp.
Enough! Leave threatening women and children to our betters. We don't have the knack.
Here she is. Oh, I love her.
Hilda!
Lay a finger on the Blue Blood's pups, and you're like to lose the hand. And often I get called on by glorious heroes like yourself. So tell me, what have I done to deserve you?
Well, she's gonna love what we have to tell her. Whatever it is you've got to say, say it. I've got my eye on you. For once, it would seem the fates are smiling upon us. Had those ruffians forced our hand, I do not think what would have ensured. I mean, we didn't have to kill them, just knock them out. They didn't care much for my story about the withered cane. Aw, too bad. Before you start, let's go somewhere a bit more private, eh? The Forgotten Knights, eh? And we go back again! There we go, our instance duty. If you're nervous, I could try parleying with them on our behalf. Perhaps they'd be interested in techniques for working logs, or maybe the tale of the cursed gladius. Oh, I know, the legendary skillet. Everyone loves that one. Yeah, we'll save that on backup. I think it best if you take the lead this time, Claire. Let's go in. I have a feeling that Hilda will listen better to Claire anyway. So she's paying them all off to go away for a little while. I just noticed our hair matches. We have the same type of hairstyle. I didn't notice that before.
So, while you're on your way to kill Nidhogg, you stumbled on some dirty secrets that the Holy See has been hiding for centuries.
Eh? What are they on about?
The High Houses. And what makes a nobleman so bleeding noble? They trace their blood back to King Thordan and his Knights 12, the founders of Ishgard. But our friends here reckon we're all descended from the heroes of Eld. Highborn and lowborn alike. And so Sir Aymeric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, has gone to ask the Archbishop if he wouldn't mind letting everyone know.
That's a nice way to sum it all up.
Is he simple? The old bastard will have him executed for heresy.
Well, seems to me that's what the good sir wants. Seems he thinks a noble sacrifice will serve to prove his claims.
We cannot stand idly by and allow Sir Aymeric to do this. Ishgard has need of him.
Look, you've a good heart, I can see that. Willing to risk your neck for someone else even when his troubles ain't yours. But what's this got to do with me?
If Sir Aymeric is imprisoned in the vault, we will need all the help we can muster to breach their defenses and rescue him.
Easier said than done, but you can tell she's interested. If it causes trouble for the Holy See, I think she'd be all on board.
What in the hells?
Ooh. Is he dead? I hope not. But that looks like it would have hurt bad.
Ah, the unmistakable scent of heresy.
I'm so sick of that word.
And what do we have here? Smile. The honored guests of House Fortom consorting with the Queen of Rats. Ooh, plotting insurrection, I shouldn't wonder. That won't do. Sickness is wont to fester and spread. It must be burnt out ere the infection takes hold.
I reckon Sir would be happy to wield the irons himself. Well, so happens I've got irons of my own.
Oh, she's badass. I love her.
Such simple creatures, rats. Certain to attack when cornered. Let us step outside, milady. In here, your toys could hurt someone.
I find that strange that he's worried about someone else, seeing as how he's the one who just threw someone down like a second-story door. Oh, here we go. I've been aching to break something. It's a fight you want, then come and get it. My, such a fury. Patience, my queen. We've only just begun.
Right there!
He's stubborn, isn't he? Defend Sir Turbert. Kill the rebels. Damn, there's no end to them. Alright, fine. Let's take care of these guys first. It seems you are beyond reason. How marvelous.
You disgust me.
Suppose now is as good a time as any. Ah! What's he doing now? He summons Ruby Carbuncle. Stop this, all of you! It is madness! Why aren't you fighting? Horshafont! Lord Horshafont, over here! How fitting. The noble bastard and the mongrel bitch. This mongrel bitch is gonna put a bullet between your eyes.
Guide my sword.
Oh, great. A Pyrusian now? Fine, take her out first.
Filthy rats!
Oh, what's that now? Why is it not going down? Okay, that should be all of them. Duty complete! Yes, that wasn't so bad at all.
There's no denying your gifts. A well-deserved reputation indeed.
Enough!
That's impressive.
Lucky bastard.
Nay, 'tis we who are lucky. Had we fought on, 'twas but a matter of time before our conflict claimed the life of an innocent bystander.
I thought the Heavensward might come here as well.
They came to the Temple Knights' headquarters.
Aye. Sir Grinno announced that the Lord Commander had been imprisoned under suspicion of heresy, and that the Heavensward had been granted full authority in his stead.
Why am I not surprised?
Then the Heavensward now commands the Temple Knights.
Those still loyal to Sir Aymeric answer to me. Alas, that amounts to but half our number. The other half, who opposed his promotion to Lord Commander, have gathered at the vault as ordered.
Bolstering the guard already, eh? If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were expected.
I take it you're in charge around here?
Isn't it obvious?
Hilda, and yes, the young master was just persuading me to join his lost cause. Convincing little beggar, isn't he?
Oh yes. It's a gift, I think.
Aye. Your passion moved me. A bit. That, and the fact that we're sick of living off the leavings of our betters. If you've a mind to change things around here, then we've a mind to join you.
We need more people like her. We really do. Oh boy. That was exhausting. What time is it? Ah. Well, it's been almost an hour already. Let's see what they have to say first. Look at me if you ain't everything they say. How in the hell did you do that thing with the other thing? Well, you need to be a bit more specific, buddy. You didn't half give that highborn scum what for. That was a sight for sore eyes, that was. At least they enjoyed it.
First Sir Grinnell and Sir Pelocrane, and now this Charburot character. I mean, it makes you wonder, doesn't it? Are all the Knights of the Heavensward this bad?
Pretty much. I not reckon that with the Temple Knights' involvement, not as enemies at any rate. Time is of the essence, Claire. We must move quickly before they discern our intent. I never liked him, not since his days as an Inquisitor. He took far too much pleasure in his work. Normally I support that bit. Yeah, well, the way he enjoyed it. Let me guess, you're wondering why I chose the mongrel, right? Well, crossed my mind. Guess what I am. I'm not ashamed of it. Not anymore. Besides, even my pure-blood pups have more in common with me than the lords and ladies up on high, and none of them are well-bred. Hell, some of their mothers were cast out after a spot of fun, same as mine. Story old as time. One was sick of hearing, which is why we took up arms. Not that we mean to hold all the blue bloods to account. Some have done right by us, I'll allow, like them in House Helianart. Bit enough talk. Your friend's still rotting in a cell. Let's not keep him waiting. Oh, it's coming. That moment I'm dreading more than anything else. Level up, yes! A knight's calling. Oh, I know what happens in this one, so I'm gonna have to prepare, so... Alright everyone, that's gonna be it for right now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're looking forward to what's coming up next time. I do have another theory video coming out very soon, sometime this week. I'm gonna try to shoot for Tuesday to get it up and going, but... Otherwise, this is Fantasy Girl once again, and thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you with my next video, so bye-bye.